This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
One of the things that I think is a challenge for some sports is trying to stay relevant and trying to connect with people. And I've talked about baseball not being the sport that there's a reason why baseball has lost a lot and continues to lose. And this weekend was another great example of why baseball still doesn't get it. And I'll give you a great example. And first of all, I got to go with mad props to NBA players, current and former, all around the country. Udonis Haslem, you heard him earlier. He was here in Miami. Jaylen Brown did an awesome job, drove 45 minutes in Georgia for his protest, to be there and to lead. This is one of the future superstars of this league in Jaylen Brown. Malcolm Brogdon was there also. Tobias Harris was at an event in Philadelphia. Mark Cuban with some of his players were at a rally in Dallas. What's it called? How about Steven Jackson on Friday? Had one of the more emotional speeches you will ever hear, talking about George Floyd. Did you see that speech? Did you see who else was there with Steven Jackson at that press conference?
Didn't notice who.
Karl Anthony Towns.
Nice.
He just lost his mother to COVID-19. He just buried his mom 2 weeks ago. Okay? And that young man is there next to Steven Jackson in Minnesota talking about this. And he's right there next to him. I thought that was, my Lord, that guy doesn't have to be there. That guy can be in a corner somewhere by himself, just and one like this now go on, and basketball players are front and center. And let me tell you something, baseball, you want to connect with people. I've told you, you got to do more commercials. I've told you, baseball players, you need to be all over social media. You got to be there constantly promoting your sport. Well, this is something that is part of, it's not because you're out there to promote your sport. That's not what basketball players are there to do. They're not there, hey, if I do this, I promote. No, but they're there because they're connecting with people at the same level, showing the same kind of pain, putting out there the same kind of passion for the fight. And that connects you, man. That brings you closer to your community. That actually makes you a part of their fabric. Okay? If you're in baseball and you're up on the perch and just looking down on everybody, that doesn't help you, man. I'm just saying, baseball players, you don't know how to promote your sport. You don't know how to move forward. Basketball is the god of all sports. They know how to set the example on everything, man. On promotion, on community relations, on social issues. They do it all, and they handle it the right way. The commissioner, the owners, the players, they all work hand in hand. It's really amazing how basketball, there's never the issues we see with baseball, certainly, sometimes with football. It's crazy, man. But basketball gets it in every way, shape, and form. Their players get it more than anybody else. It's pretty amazing, man. I just want to say this because I want to tip my hat to the basketball league, okay? And give my props to all of them because they just do things the right way. They are socially conscious about everything going on. It's pretty awesome, man. From NBA players stopping their cars in the middle of a neighborhood and getting in some kid's yard and dunking on them and playing basketball, to being on social media or to fight social injustice. There's more to the game than just shooting a three-point shot and dunking and being on TNT. All these other things that I talk about, they're super important. Baseball, take notes. Owners in you old ass white owners in baseball, get up off your thrones and go over to your NBA owners and go hang out with them. Go learn how to run a real business the right way. Baseball players, go hang out with basketball players. Go find out how to run and promote your sport and do all the things you're supposed to do to connect with this last TV contract. In a few years, you're going to see that money start up. And then you're going to look around and go, whoa, TV companies are going to say, no, you remember those numbers? We can't even come close to those numbers anymore.